no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
Still fighting for more. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles. But I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it. And even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a thing you really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
Ready?
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he takes this one down, goes all the way to the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The 22 more yards here and another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Touchdown! Jarnell Mooney from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the play downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35.
Andrews' first catch, good for the 1st down.
So many times in my career, heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some room to work. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
And they go play action now. Burrow
looking deep here for Chase.
And he's got it inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Shrugs him off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Forget the run from the run. They shack the D and rip off a pretty big play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 50 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 41 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Logan Wilson
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And Burrow going to change the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 24. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets it down to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
Here we go. 11-90. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
A gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 43-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
23 yards on the play.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll change things up.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Ah, that's true. You've said that before.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as an early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Able to push his way through. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, break it. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't